Hello students, in previous lecture we have studied chapter number 5th from paper 2, that is flip-flop, registers and counters. Now today we will begin with chapter number 5th from paper 1, modern electronics communications. This chapter has 20 marks of weightage, board exam point of view. So, maximum question can be asked from this chapter in board exam. Okay students? So, this is most important chapter, board exam point of view. Now, let us see what is mean by communication. As all of you know that due to this COVID-19 pandemic, we have followed this e-learning concept totally. And this is the safest way to learning or to teaching. Okay students? So this e-learning is also the part of communication system. Means we can communicate, we can send message, pictures or information through YouTube channel or through mobile or through television, or you are watching different type of video for different subject for your daily study, and this is possible only due to modern electronics communication. Now let us see what is mean by communication and what is the history behind this modern electronic communications. As we are using this communication system for different type of use in your daily life. Okay student? So the communication is a basic important process of exchanging information, messages, ideas and important documents. The communication electronics is the main market of equipment started with telephone and radio communication. The communication technology normally combined with computers to perform essential operations with a great speed and to perform remote operations. In the beginning of telecommunication, it was started with face-to-face communication. But then over long distance communication, different technology were discovered till this 21st century. Okay students, all of you know that. And the main origin is started from invention of telephone communication. In 1876, the telephone communication was discovered, followed by radio in 1887. The first black and white television was discovered in 1923, and then 1954 the color television brought in reality. So this chapter contains different types of basic concept of communication electronics, starting with old technique of analog radio communications with their illustrations, ending with the latest equipment like cellular phones, fax machines, the role of fiber optics. A special attention is given to satellite communication. This chapter is a vast study of communication system. For convenience, it is divided into two parts. After completing this chapter, you can easily describe basic elements of any type of communication system, the concept of electromagnetic spectrum, and the role of advanced media of telecommunication. Students, all of you know that different type of communication equipment like modem, radar, and your favorite is cell phone. So in this chapter we'll discuss in detail. Okay students, now let us see, before starting all this concept, the main concept is elements of communication system. Elements of communication system, there are three elements of communication system: transmitter, communication medium or channel, and receiver. Students, all of you know that the information contains voice, code, picture, data, etc. So this information is applied to the transmitter. So we call it human message or input. The signal which is applied to this transmitter, then it passes through the communication system and goes to the receiver. Overall, this whole process, there is one element called as a noise. Okay, students? So we'll discuss later this noise, what is mean by noise, and all these three elements of communication system one by one. Okay, students? Now let us see the first element of communication system, transmitter. As the signal, a human generates a message in the form of voice, code, pictures or data, etc., which is also called as information or intelligence. This signal is given to input to the transmitter. Now what is the function of transmitter? This transmitter, it is a set of electronic components and circuits required to transmit or to convert input information into an electrical signal. For example, a microphone or microwave radio transmitter. Students, as the word transmitter means the function of this transmitter is to transmit and send. So we can say that this transmitter converts the information into electrical signal, and that electrical signal is in standard form suitable for long distance communication. For example, in radio communication, the input is a sound wave. It is converted into electrical signal by using a microphone. Similarly, a TV camera converts a message, image or lights into electrical signal known as video signal. Another important function of transmitter is to process this electrical signal like by modulation process, and the third important function to radiate this modulated signal in the form of electromagnetic waves. Of course, this process is essential only in wireless communication. In case of communication system like telephone, transmitter transmits voice signals directly. Okay, students? Now let us see second element, communication medium or channel. It is a medium through which transmitted signal propagate with very high velocity. Okay, students? So in telephone system, a pair of wires or fiber optic cable carries these signals efficiently. In case of radio or television communication, signals are transmitted in the form of electromagnetic waves. They propagate in all directions while traveling through the medium. Two important things happen. The signal strength is attenuated or reduced to a low amplitude, and the noise is picked up by this signal. Now what is meant by noise? It is an unwanted signal present in the information, or it is the random desirable electric energy that enters the communication system via communicating medium and interferes with the transmitted message. So totally this noise is unwanted signal which is present in the information. Okay, students? So the term noise is unwanted interference with signals. It may be due to external electric noise generated by car ignition, from lightning, fluorescent light, etc. It may be due to components effect produced due to increase in temperature known as internal noise. When a medium is used to carry information, it always carries noise. The noise problem is very difficult problem in communication system. It cannot be completely eliminated by conventional method, but it can reduced up to lower value. Okay, students? Now, third element of communication system is receiver. What is meant by receiver? The receiver receives the transmitted message from the channel and converts it back into a form of understandable by human. For example, here an earphone or electronic receiver. So, the receiver is the other end of telecommunication system, is always receives the information which is transmitted and received through communication channel or medium. Okay, students? So it is a set of components and circuits where radiated or transmitted signals are received through a medium and processed to get a desired information back in a standard form. For example, In a telephone system, an earphone converts received electrical signal into sound, while in television system, electrical video signals are received and processed by means of demodulation and produces picture by using cathode ray tube. In wireless communication system, the receiver quality is very important. Every receiver performs the different type of function such as interception by using antenna, selection of desired signals by using a tune circuit and a mixer circuit. Third, amplification of these selected signals by RF and IF amplifier. Here RF means radio frequency amplifier and IF means intermediate frequency amplifier. Then demodulation or detection of useful information by a demodulator circuit. Amplification of extracted signals by using AF means audio frequency amplifier. At last, conversion of signals into standard understandable form by a loudspeaker. So, in this way, these are the three important elements of communication system: transmitter, communication medium or channel, and receiver. Okay, students? Now, let us see types of communication system. Here are different types of communication system. These electronic communication system can be classified into groups by separating them according to three important properties. According to facility like one-way or two-way. According to signal nature, analog or digital. According to the process of transmission. Now, students, these are the basic types according to the facility, according to the signal nature, either it is analog or digital, and according to the process of transmission. Now, let us see their subtypes. First one is according to the facility, either it is one way or two way. We have two types, simplex or duplex. Again, there are two types of duplex communication. First one is a half duplex and second full duplex. Then in type B, according to the signal nature, analog or digital. Basically there are two types, analog types of communication. It consists of AM for amplitude modulation, FM for frequency modulation, and PM as a phase modulation. Okay, students, these three types are related to analog type of communication. As there is a variation is amplitude, this is a amplitude modulation type communication. As there is a variation in frequency, so this is a frequency modulation. As there is a variation in a phase, so the type is phase modulation. It is in short PM. Now, second is a digital modulation. In digital modulation, there are three subtypes. First one is a PAM, means pulse amplitude modulation. Here is a variation in amplitude of the carrier signal in accordance with the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Second, pulse width modulation. Here is a variation in the width of pulse. So the name is given here, pulse width modulation. Third one, PPM. PPM stands for pulse position modulation. As there is a change in a position of pulse, so this type is classified here, pulse position modulation. Now, last one is a process of transmission. Means according to the process of transmission, there are two types. First one is a baseband modulation and modulated type of communication. Okay, student. Now, let us see all the types in detail: simplex, duplex, analog, digital, baseband, and modulated communication. Okay, students. Out of these, The first one is simplex. As simplex and duplex, both these type of communication are classified accordingly the one-way or two-way communication. So simplex is the one-way communication. As this is a one-way communication, there is no provision of for feedback from the distant end, as information travels in one direction only. Means the radio communication and TV broadcasting is the best example of simplex. While receiving the message from the radio or TV broadcasting, there is no facility of feedback from the distant end. Okay, student? Because as the information travels in one direction only. Then another examples are telemetry, fax. Okay, students? So in this way, this simplex is the one-way communication. So the name is given here simplex. Now what is meant by duplex? Duplex is a two-way communication. Means this is a two-way communication. Both receiver and transmitter exchange information simultaneously. Now, as this duplex is classified into two subtypes, half duplex and full duplex. Now what is meant by full duplex? In full duplex, like telephone, both the ends transmit and receive information simultaneously. Means the person from one side talking to the other side, both the person can transmit or receive information simultaneously and they respond the information instantly. Okay, student? So this full duplex is nothing but two-way communication. But half duplex, for example, chart used with computers or radio set used by police or military person, only one end transmit signals at a time or both the ends are transmitting alternately. Means while chatting, one person can send message. After reading that message, the receiver can send the message after some time. So this chart is the example of half duplex. Okay, students? In this way, both these are simplex and duplex are the communication types according to the facility, like one way or two way. Now let us see next one. Analog communication and digital communication. Both these are classified accordingly the signal nature, either it is analog or digital. Now let us see analog communication. It has continuously varying voltage called as analog signal, and the analog signals are sinusoidal in nature. You can see these waveforms here. You can see this sine waveform. It represents the time on the x-axis and amplitude or current on the y-axis. So we can say that it is a continuously varying voltage or current. So this is called as analog signal. So the analog signals are sinusoidal in nature with or without harmonics and represents the variations of physical quantity like sound wave. For example, the telephone signals, TV picture signals, radio broadcasting signals, etc. So these are the examples of analog communications, and accordingly the variation in the quantity, there are different types of communications. AM amplitude modulation, FM frequency modulation, PM phase modulations. Okay, students? Now let us see next one, digital communication. This digital communication having signals are present in coded or 0 or 1 like binary form, consists of pulses. You can see pulse means like a continuous train of square wave occurring at discrete intervals of time. So these signals are used in transmission and reception of coded messages. For example, telegraph signals in Morse code, radar signal, binary code represents number, then letter and special symbols. Okay, students? As there are many benefits of transmitting data in digital form because analog signals are sometimes converted into digital form by using analog to digital converters. Okay students, I think all of you got the clear idea about the analog communication as it has analog signals like sinusoidal and digital communication having signals of continuous trains of clock pulses either 0 or 1 or in the coded form. Okay. Now, next one. Part 3. According to the process of transmission, there are two subtypes, baseband communication and modulated communication. Now let us see first baseband communication. Regardless of whether the original information signal are analog or digital, they are called baseband signals. Means we can say that in this communication, the original information signal transmitted directly into the medium. Thus, original voice, video or data voltage are some examples of baseband modulation. Okay students? Now, what is meant by modulated communication? Baseband signals are incompatible with the media due to practical difficulties such signals can be transmitted using a popular and common techniques. All of you know that they are modulation like AM, FM, PM. Such modulation techniques are used over long distance wireless communication. So, to make these transmitted signal compatible with the medium, the process of modulation must be used where the baseband signal is impressed upon a high frequency signal called as carrier. Amplitude, frequency or phase of the carrier can be changed accordingly the modulating signal, and in this way there are different types of modulation AM, FM, PM like amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulation. Okay students, and this is possible over long distance wireless communication. So such type of communication is called as modulated communication. In short, we can say that in baseband signal there is no need of modulation, but when these baseband signals are not compatible with the media, at that time the modulation process is used. Okay, and in modulation process, as the quantity is changed, accordingly there are three types: AM, FM and PM. Okay students, now in this way today we have finished these three types of communication accordingly to the facility like one way or two way, according to the signal nature either it is digital or analog, according to the process of transmission. Okay students, now elements of communication system and explain the function of each block in it. This question carries 5 marks. Question number 2. What do you mean by following communication system? A. Simplex and duplex. B. Baseband and modulated. C. Analog and digital. This question carries 5 marks. Student, send me answer sheet in PDF format. Okay? Today we have finished the topics: what is meant by communication, elements of communication system and different types of communication. In next lecture we'll see all the different types of communication in detail and modulation. Okay students, this is enough for today's lecture. We'll see in next lecture. Thank you.